Hi guys, welcome to the another lecture of React Native. In this lecture, we are going to explain about React Native CodePush. So, what is basically CodePush? CodePush is an app center cloud service that enable Cordova and React Native developers to deploy mobile app update directly to their user's device. We don't want to update the changes every time to App Store or Play Store. We can directly push the changes into user's device. So as I mentioned, CodePush is a Microsoft solution to update JavaScript portion. It can only update JavaScript portion. You cannot update a native iOS or Android application using CodePush. CodePush is the fastest way to update your app on any platform, even if it's Android or iOS. CodePush support both React Native and Ionic or Cordova platforms. Apple allow code push as long as you do not dramatically change the way your app function. If you change the entire application flow using code push, Apple will reject these changes. Now you can check how code push is working. Now if you have a changes, if you have a native changes or if you have a shift in Java changes or shift changes, you can publish the application into Play Store and Play Store will approve the changes, then you can download the application. So this process will take 1 or 2 day delay in the process in the delivery. But what is basically App Center is doing, if you have any React or JavaScript changes, you can just bundle the application and push into App Center. Now App Center will check the bundle with which you have already installed, which user is already installed. If there is any changes is available, then what will do, App Center will automatically download the changes and make the application runnable. That means we don't want to push entire code into through the Play Store or App Store. We can directly push the changes into users. So this time taking process we can cover using App Center code pusher. We can directly push the any emergency fixes, any UI fixes using App Center. Now how code push is working? Whenever your code push is, whenever you have installed an application, what code push will always check if there is any change in the cloud. Now if you are changing anything, if you are changing any styling or anything, if you push that code into code push will detect from the cloud and it will automatically download the changes and it will reinstall the application once more. So every time code push listen to the code push cloud and it will check whether there is any changes is happening. If we push any changes, it will automatically download the changes into our installed bundle, whatever user is installed. So clear? So this is the old process of code push. Code push is very helpful to update the changes immediately. So we are going to discuss how to integrate code push in our React Native application. So we can jump into the installation and other process. Okay. We can set up the React Native code push app center account. So for that one, what you have to do, go to the Google Chrome, just type app center. So I have already one account, so that's why it's redirecting to App Center MS apps. If you have downloaded an account, log out this one. Just create an account by clicking get started. I have already one account, so I'm just going inside the application after login. So it will redirect into my application. Here you can see all apps. This is all the app which I have created. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create a new app. So just add new organization is there, add new app. I have already added my organization as Jazz Academy. Now I am going to create one app. So click add app. Here I am just creating one application, React Native code push. Okay, the platform is Android. Then it is I'm setting for just like production, and the platform is React Native. OS is Android. Just add new app. So it will create a new application in my App Center account. Now what we need to do, we need to install this all things. So we can just copy all and go to project. So I have already created one project, npx React Native init code push. This is the project which I have created. So you can see my project on my desktop. Now what I am going to do, here this project is on my desktop. Clear? I'm going to install this old library. So just yarn add code install -x add. If you are using npm install, you can use npm install. Here I'm using yarn add because I always used to do with yarn. So this is installing all the library. Meanwhile, there are some more changes. We need to create appsenderconfig.js file in my Android app src main asset folder. So we can just open the application once more. New window. Yes. So we need to open the app here. So the app is in my desktop. I am going to open the app. Click on open. Go to the project, CodePush, opened. So it will open the application my VS Code. Yes, I trust the others. Now what we need to do, we need to make these changes. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to create this file inside Android app src main assets. So we can just go Android app src main, then src main asset folder is not there. We need to create, I think. So we can just create one more folder, assets. Then inside asset we can just create one file. Here we are going to copy this all the secret file, app secret. Here you can see the secret key. Now the next thing what we need to do, we need to add this whole thing into our string.xml. So we can go resource values strings.xml. Here we can paste this all values. Fine. Then the next thing is yes, we have completed the installation. We can just check out whether we have installed this old library. Yes, we have installed all the library. Now we can, what we can do, we can just npm run on Android. You can just type this command because we have already made a lot of Android changes. So we need to build the application once more. Also, we need to install the App Center client. For that one, what we can do, go to the terminal, type npm install -d, then App Center client. So it will install our App Center client in our device or on the computer. So we can just install App Center client. It is just like AWS client. So if you are familiar with AWS client, it's just like same like that. App Center client, we can install all the things whatever we need for App Center CodePush. So the application is installing once more. You can see emulator is opened. Also client App Center client we are installing. Then yeah, fine. Meanwhile, we can go to the React Native CodePush documentation. We can just check out React Native CodePush documentation. So firstly, we install the App Center libraries, then App Center client. Now we are going to install React Native CodePush. So we can just check out the React Native CodePush npm. Here it is, the React Native CodePush npm. Then we need this one to be installed. So we can just check out the installation documentation, getting started, Android setup. We are not going for iOS for now. So we will be doing another lecture for iOS. Currently we can just install plugin installation. So we have installed this whole thing. So we can just install React Native CodePush as well. Just goes our current build, yarn add React Native CodePush. Yes, we have added. So these changes we need to do. So we can just copy this one. We need to Android app build.gradle, add the CodePush Gradle. So we can just go here, Android app where is build.gradle. So we can just apply this one after our React Native. Yes, we have added. So React Gradle I think is already there. We can just search React Gradle also is there. Yes, here it is already there. We need to add below that one. So we can just copy here from here, paste it here. Yes. Then the next thing is in main application.java, import this class. So we can just import this class. So main application.java is coming. here Java folder, main application.java. Is it in main activity or no? Main application.java itself. So we can just paste it. Now the next thing is what we need to do. We need to copy this private method. So we can just search get JS bundle. So we can just check whether JS bundle is there. So we don't have JS bundle, so we can just copy all this override method. Copy this all override method, paste it in. Fine. Then what we need to do, we need to add these values deployment key. So we can just copy this one and paste it here, string.xml file. So we can just paste it here. And we need to search CodePush deployment key. For that one, what we have to do, go here you can see distribute. Inside CodePush, create a standalone deployment. Here you can see all this one. Now what we need to do is for staging and CodePush, you can see I'm looking for the CodePush key production. You can see just copy for staging. I'm only doing for staging for now, so we can just paste this here, deployment key. Yes, pasted. Now we can just close this one. So we have already installed App Center CLI. Now we can just check out whether installation is completed. Yes, App Center CLI is installed successfully and App Center files are also installed. Now the thing is SDK which whatever we have done is completed. Now we can just check is there anything is pending. No, we have added this one, we have added this one. Fine. So this is lower than 0.6. We don't want to go there, so we can just build the application once more. So we can just build npm run and roll. So these are the steps. You need to install App Center CLI, you need to install App Center libraries, then you need to install React Native CodePush. So also you can get the production and keys from here, deployment keys you can get here. If you change into production, you can get deployment key here. So we can just wait for a moment to application build again to build. Just wait for a moment. Yes, application is building. Now you can see application is successfully compiled and built in my device. It is running. You can see. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add the JavaScript part in our React Native project. So what we can do, we can just remove all the by default code. So by default code I am going to remove. This one is by default generated by React Native. We can remove all this code. This one also we can just remove. Make app as a simple functional component. We can remove all this one and then this one. Now what we can do, we can just put a background color v style flex equal to 1. Background color you can just say red. Then we can just close this JSX. Fine. So we have removed all the unwanted code. We can remove this old import also. Fine, we can remove this one. Remove node. Yes, so we have removed all the unwanted code and we can just check whether this is rendered correctly. Yes, you can see red color. Now what I am going to do, I am going to build the release APK. So I am going to create a build APK, generate a release APK. So we can just type generate signed APK in React Native. Generate signed APK. So what we need to do, we need to generate the release key first. So go to the terminal, cd android app. So always release key store should be in app folder. We can just create a release key store file here. Yes, just type the password, something which we need. So I'm just typing my name. Everything I am giving my name itself. Yes. So it will generate a release key. So we can just check out. Yes, you can see release key here. Now what the next changes, we need to add this in my Gradle property. So we can just open our VS Code, go to the Android Gradle. So we can just check out Gradle.properties. Here we are going to add this one. Then we need to add the same password alias which we have added in the terminal. So we are just giving that one. Now the next thing is we need to add signing config. We can just copy this one. After Android app build.gradle, we are going to add that one. So we can just, here you can see build type. Now what we need to inside, after default config, before build type we need to add. So we can just copy this one. Here we can just paste it. So signing config is also already there. We need to add release one also only. So we can just copy release one only, then paste it. Fine. Then what we need to do, we can just copy this one, build type. Inside build type we can just paste the release. Here we are going to release. Then the next thing is we are going to generate release APK. So for that one we need to run this command. So we can just run this command inside our root project. Yes, sorry, cd CodePush clear, and then we can just create our release APK. So this command will generate our release APK. We can wait for a moment. Release APK, what we can do, we can add the CodePush usage also. So for that one, go to the React Native CodePush documentation. Here you can see the usage. You need to copy this into our code. Just copy this one and copy this higher order function. Just copy this higher order function. Yes. So this higher order function will always check with the CodePush cloud, say whether our application is updated, is there any new push is available. So this is making the function available to update immediately. So now what we can do, we can build the application once more. For that one we need to copy that command. So just copy that command, build application. So it will create a release APK. So we can wait for a moment. So this will take a little time because we are releasing APK with a lot of native changes. Now completely released the APK. You can see build is successful. Now what we can do, we can install this APK in our device, open our device. So go to the Android folder, CodePush, Android, app, build, here generated, sorry, in the output, APK, release. Here is the APK, here is the release APK. We are going to install this APK in our device. Let me check, we have already installed. I can go and uninstall the application which is already installed. Now what we can do, we can just install the application. Yes, just drag into our device. Yes, install the application. So this will install our APK in our device. It is a release APK. There will be no JavaScript bundling or there is no package loader is running. So we can see I have closed all my terminal. See, only one terminal is available. All other terminal I have closed because this is a release APK. Now let us wait for a moment. Let's see, application is built. Open the application. You can see the red screen. So we have given the red screen. Now the next thing what we are going to do, we are going to change the background color in our JavaScript file, and I am going to release this change. Now we are going to generate another APK. We are not going to generate another APK, but I need these changes in my released APK which is already released. For that one, what I am going to do, I just changed my color into green. Now go to the React Native documentation. Here you can see release and update. Okay, so copy this command, just paste it here. So go to the root project, paste it here, it will be duplicating, so just copy once, paste it here. Now if you check out the command, you can see appsender code push release react -a the username. Here you can see these command definitions: appsender code push release react -a owner name. So I have logged in with the Google, so that's why jasacademy.gmail is coming. Then my application name, here you can see my application name is React Native code push, and the stage name, which version we are releasing. I am releasing the stage name because I have added the release staging key in my deployment, right? Here you can see this is my staging key, and I have added in my Android file also this staging key itself. So you can see here is the resource values string.xml. This is staging key. So we are going to release a staging release. Now we can just run the command, wait for a moment. So here I am not going to generate another APK or another IPA file. Here I am just pushing the code into CodePush cloud. Let's wait for a moment. Here you can see the CodePush is creating the bundle, and then it is pushing to the app center. Just wait for a moment. Here you can see the CodePush is pushed, creating CodePush release. Yes, successfully release an update containing this one. So we can just go to the CodePush dashboard, just refresh. Here you can see just now we have released the one CodePush release. Now what we need to do, we need to open the application, close the application, just wait for a moment, it will reflect. You can just kill all the application, just open. Right, now if I just refresh, let's see, no rollback as of for now. We can just wait for a moment. So sometime it will take a little delay, so we can just close it all the tab once more. Nothing to clear cache. Open the application once more. Yes, the changes are coming, right? So we have changed our red screen into green color using the code push. Now if you just refresh here, you can see it active in one device. It created the rollback on one device. If you check into documentation, you can see rollout active installation. So we have changed our background color without a release APK. So this is a release APK, right? So we have changed in our release APK without creating a new release APK. So that is the advantage of React Native code push. So before closing this lesson, I am pointing out one thing. You need to make sure that only JavaScript files are changing. If you change a single line in native code, the code push will crash, the application will crash. So always remember, only code push will change in the JavaScript function, JavaScript part only. Okay, so we can jump into the next lecture.